Hello there, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and this is your 2024 year-long tarot forecast. We're going to get some oracle cards. We're going to do a full 12-month tarot reading that's going to have January through December cards for each month. And we're going to talk about a little bit of astrology too. If you haven't been with me long, I am an astrologer as well, so I always give you some astrology goodies along with your tarot. Always appreciate you, Leo. I love my Leos. And I was just sitting here looking through my pocket planner. I always buy one of these little guys. I'm not endorsed by Llewellyn, but I absolutely love these little astrology pocket planners. I buy one for myself every year. It has 3 years of ephemeris tables, which are super nice for looking up where the planets are moving. And, you know, day by day, it's going to show you like where the moon is, where all the planets and the signs are, when retrogrades happen, all that good stuff. But I was thinking about 2023. And I was just been thinking about Leo energy in the planets. And I will say, I think that 2023 in some ways was a really tricky year for Leo. I honestly think that ever since Uranus went into Taurus almost 6 years ago, I think that Leo has had a lot to navigate because that square pressure to your sign of it being in Taurus puts such a erratic kind of quality onto your sign, right? And it's kind of like, I feel like a lot of my Leos have been trying to really stabilize, but then as soon as they feel like they have something very unexpected or surprising, comes up and shakes everything up and they feel like they're back to square one. We do have 2 more years of Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So especially for my later degree, August Leos, the further down in the sign you are, the more you're going to feel that. My earlier, July Leos aren't going to feel it quite as strongly, but it's still there, right? It's still that energy. The other thing that you guys went through in 2023 was that very long Venus transit retrograde in your sign, which was very hard, not just for everyone, but Leo in particular, because it was in your sign. And it has been very challenging and very testing to your heart, to your soul, to the way that you socialize, the kind of friends and love you have in your life. I would say that definitely was challenging. The other thing that's been making a lot of my Leos feel super restless is Jupiter has also been in the sign of Taurus. And that does create, that 90-degree angle to your sun sign absolutely creates a sense of restlessness. Maybe that wanderlust feeling, like even if you're pretty stable, even if you're actually pretty good with where you're at, like there's still that feeling like, I gotta break free. I gotta go do something. I gotta go see things that are new. So Leo, just kind of keep that in mind. Some of that energy is still playing out in your life in 2024. The one thing I will say that's going to alleviate some of that restlessness and some of that wandery feeling is that, Jupiter is going to move from Taurus into the sign of Gemini, May 25th. And that's really going to help release some of that square tension slowly but surely over the course of the following year as Jupiter transits its way through that sign of Gemini. It's going to move from a square aspect to a sextile, which really opens up a lot more opportunities. And it just helps you out a whole lot. So, a lot of people have been asking me as well about how to use the, placements of your chart to watch tarot readings. I may do a little separate, like, kind of how-to guide on that. But basically, your sun sign, and Leo is ruled by the sun, the only sign ruled by a star. That's why you guys are extra sparkly. You have that glow, but the sun is your basic ego drives. It's your basic consciousness, the basic personality, right? That people see on the surface. And that's why we do focus a lot on the sun sign in astrology. I feel that the moon sign, however, is almost even more important. And that's because it's your subconscious. So if you're watching a tarot reading for your moon sign, say if you have a moon in Leo, that's going to speak more to your subconscious desires and drives, the things that you really want to get. My old astrology teacher used to tell me that the moon, you have to do the needs of the moon sign right. So if you're a Leo moon sign, you really need affirmation. You need positivity. You need people to tell you you're doing a good job, and you don't want to have to ask for it because the moon isn't as obvious as the sun, right? Your Venus sign is a little bit obvious. That's kind of like your style of love, the style of person you're attracted to. If you have Venus in Leo, you're going to want romance. You're going to want a very demonstrative partner that really, romances you and flatters you and tells you look good every day. It's very hard for you to not have that in a love relationship. And the rising sign is the sign that's coming up on your eastern horizon when you're born. A lot of people ask about the rising. It's also called the ascendant. And that is the sign that, you do need your time of birth and your location when you do a birth chart to get that rising sign, because it's absolutely dependent on the time of day. And that is the sign that really has so much to do with what people first notice about you. The rising sign is almost like the costume that you wear throughout life. So not surprisingly, if you're a Leo rising, you might come across as colorful, bold, dramatic, fun, playful. You like to work a crowd, right? People have a hard time not noticing you. So those are just a few little basics to get you started. And we will talk about it more, of course, in future readings. So let's go ahead, Leo. Let's go ahead and jump into your reading. We're going to start with your oracle keywords for 2024. Spirit, let's see what we have for our beautiful Leos. Anything that they need to see or hear for their best good, please. I feel like I need just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll wait for Spirit to speak. There we go. Ooh, Leo, transformation. Yes, I do feel like you're changing from one state of being to another this year. That is your main keyword of 2024 is transformation. I do think things are changing. I do feel like they are more in your favor than out of your favor. Another thing that I will say is that, Aquarius energy is going to start coming into play very strongly starting at the beginning of this year. Aquarius is your opposite equal sign, and that's going to have a lot to do with your transformation because Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius, and things are definitely set to transform. You will be doing a transformation dance as Pluto transits through Aquarius, and it is a slow and steady transformation in some cases, right? Because it will be in that sign. And, for about 19 years, Pluto is our slowest known orbiting planet. So, and I do call him a planet. I'm not going to make Pluto mad at me, all right? Let's pull a few more astrology oracle cards and see what else intuitively we can see is coming through to influence you this year, Leo. All right. Ooh, yes. Look at that. We have Venus. We have the planet of love and romance. Absolutely. Venus is at play for you. That big transit. And also, I'm just getting from this, you learned a lot of important lessons last year, Leo, when Venus did that retrograde, that long transit through your sign. You really did. You learned some major things. We have the yod, which is a specific pattern of energy. This is it's like an isosceles triangle, right? Not everybody has a yod in their chart. I have two, but it is like it's a word that means finger of destiny or finger of God. It's like it points to something that's very important for you to express in your life. So whether you have a yod in your chart or not doesn't really matter here in this case. This is really just saying that this may be a year that's pointing you to your personal destiny. Yes, you are dealing with pressure. There's those 90-degree angles. We talked about that from Jupiter and Uranus, and this is exactly what it looks like, right? Like say that's you there, Leo, and over here is Taurus. It's a 90-degree square. It puts pressure and friction on things. So the Grand Cross, the provoker, that's a great word for it because it does provoke change. It does provoke growth. it's not all bad. I always say that the best thing about, those squares or those grand crosses is that, boy, they get us moving. They create enough friction. They make us just uncomfortable enough so that we have to grow, that we have to move. And look at that. On the bottom of the deck, we have your very own sign, Leo. I will, and you will things into being. I really love this, okay? So you're coming up very boldly and brightly in your own reading. And so I love to see that going on. Let's get into another oracle deck. We're going to pull an ancestor or spirit guide that will be helping you out the most, Leo. I always pull one of these for each of our monthly reads for each of the signs, but this is going to be a really special one for 2024. This is going to be the one that's going to kind of preside over this year and really have your back. And we have Katumi. Yeah, and I love the fact that this is a very solar, golden kind of energy, just like you. This is the cloak of wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. Feel your feelings, Leo. Your intuition is not wrong. And you can look him up. You can look him up on, just Google search it and read all about Katumi. So let's get into next an animal spirit guardian. We're just going to pull a really special one to rule over this year, Leo, give you inspiration. And we have the buffalo spirit. Ooh, abundance. The abundant universe will provide. So Leo, this is a very comforting energy that says, no matter what you may be concerned about, whether it's resources, energy, whatever it is, you do have enough, right? Things will come through when you need them most. So these are a couple of beautiful guardians here to help you through your 2024. I'm going to do one more oracle card before we get into your tarot. That's going to be our Hidden Worlds oracle. I love, love, love this deck. And I usually only use it once a year for the year-long readings because it just, to me, it's like we're going to look into what world, what realm, what energy you're embodying this year. What area are you acting out most of your work through this year, Leo? Ooh, beautiful. See, look at that. We have the healing temple of the lunar light, life cycles, energy healing, and communication. You are in some major life cycles, Leo. You have been for a while, and this is a healing time for you. You've been through a very much more challenging year, I feel, in 2023. I think 2024 is going to be healing and transforming you quite a bit. I think you're going to find where your destiny is really taking you. Might not always be the easiest, right? You might have some friction. You might have some growing pains as you stretch and grow into your new being. But this is really saying you are going to be healed. You are going to have some healing epiphanies and a healing journey going on for you. Now it's time to get into the tarot, guys. And like I said, we're going to do one card for each month. I will clarify each card with another deck to get even more messages for you. So Leo in the tarot, 2024 spirit, January through December, please. Let's see what's here for Leo. All right, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, there we go, Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, look at that, Nine of Pentacles, you're definitely moving onward and upward this year, Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Empress, very nice, and the Six of Swords. Wow, Leo, okay. Let's dive in. We've got Six of Pentacles for January 2024. This is Libra and Taurus energy, and I definitely feel you doing that balancing act. This is all about reciprocal energy. It's like the good that you do for others coming back to you and vice versa. So I do feel that you're starting this year in a very practical, balanced way, and you really don't want to engage in relationships with anybody that there's not reciprocity, that there's not a positive energetic exchange. When it comes to work, that means getting paid properly for your effort. In relationship, that means that you're both giving equally to the relationship, and on and on. There you go, Leo. Yes, very fair, very impartial. Look at that Libra queen, the Queen of Swords. And so she is definitely about, you know, cutting out the time wasters, the drama people, the people that just cause her a lot of chaos, right? Or disorder in her life. So you are definitely in that place where you're like, no more funny business, no more silliness. I am definitely looking for people that are equal on my level. There's equal give and take. Nobody's wasting each other's time. Nobody's causing, you know, unhappiness or chaos in each other's life. Going into the month of February, we do have the Ten of Cups. So to me, that feels like a very happy energy. Home life could be doing a lot better. You're figuring out what it is that makes you the happiest, right? This is really understanding your soul. And it's really a culmination. I feel like there's something you've worked hard in your life to be, you know, you've worked hard to get to your joy. You've worked hard to have that happiness. So enjoy it, Leo. Absolutely. Yeah, and keep it simple. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Keep it balanced. You have this element of balance coming in January and then again here in February. So, you know, to me, this is all about equal work and play, work-life balance. Absolutely. It's like, if you've been working too hard, it's time to relax. If you haven't been working enough at things you want to work at, it's time to get back into it. But it's all about keeping things in balance. Going into March, we have Jupiter. The Wheel of Fortune is at play. Like I said, Jupiter is in Taurus. It is squaring your sign. You are feeling that friction, and it's mostly coming out as restlessness, maybe a desire to travel, move, go somewhere else. So it might be a really good idea to take a trip during the month of March or plan one, because that's going to help you to not feel quite so itchy. I will say that the Wheel of Fortune is usually a very lucky card of expansion, forward movement, coming out of stagnation. So you may also feel that things are starting to move forward if they've been stuck for a while. And one of the four signs in the Wheel of Fortune is Leo. So I think it gives you a little extra boost of luck there. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, March looks like a great month. This looks like a fun time to travel, move around. Your own power card is coming in here with the sun. To me, this is like, I mean, if you take a trip, this is going to make you really happy. There's something really positive on the horizon about it. You might be meeting better people. You're just coming into a better, happier state of mind and being. Feeling victorious, feeling happy, feeling like a lot of the clouds and the difficulty has lifted. In the month of April, we do have the Five of Cups. So Leo, you might be letting something go here. Sometimes this is a card of grieving and mourning as well. It's a card of loss, right? Emotionally, you could be still like hurting over something, or you might let something go where it's like, I hate to let it go, but at the same time, there's these Two of Cups standing there still. So not all is lost. And because this comes after a month of so many positives, the way that this actually feels, the progression almost feels like something really great happens in that month of March. And as a result, Leo, you have to let something go. I mean, you don't have to, but you may choose to, because there's something so much better being offered to you here that it just makes sense. It doesn't mean that you don't still have feelings about what you're letting go or maybe what you're ending, right? I think you are dealing with the emotions of that. But I think the bigger picture is that there's something really good coming. You're taking this leap of faith. Look at that with the Fool card. Yeah. It's like, I know that maybe what I'm letting go, is going to hurt to let it go, but I feel the call of spirit. I feel the call of my own soul, and I'm going to trust that, right? Going into the month of May, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So to me, this is just you working hard to get really good or even better at what you already do when it comes to work, comes to career. This is high quality workmanship, craftsmanship. It's really getting into attention to detail. It could also be for some people, it can be taking a class or studying something a little deeper. And it's going to make you so happy. Look at this Ten of Cups coming back up here. I love seeing both of those come up into your reading. Double that up. I feel like whatever you're working on this year, Leo, especially in this month of May, it's going to make you really happy. And I love that there's this, it's really a connection. In February, you had that too. A Ten of Cups with a Two of Pentacles. Now you've got this Eight of Pentacles with a Ten of Cups. I feel like there's something about your work, something about that that's making you just like, it's so fulfilling. It's like, it's funny because it maybe quote unquote, it's just work, but this is like just really fulfilling something in your heart and soul. It's making you feel like your wishes, your dreams have come true. Maybe this is landing a dream job or, finally doing something that you said, I've always wanted to do this so bad. And, but something always kept coming up and now you finally are doing it. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like it just makes your heart overflow. Going into the month of June, we have the Eight of Cups, another card of leaving something behind that's not emotionally or spiritually fulfilling. So if there is that happening in your life this year, Leo, I would take it as a sign that even better things are coming, because the Eight of Cups, they leave the Eight behind because they're going in search of the 10. And I feel like you've already had, a glimpse of this 10. It's like you're already experiencing a lot of that. And you're like, yeah, I know that I could be a lot more fulfilled, but I have to have the courage to truly move on. This is some big life changes. And we know with that Jupiter effect, you're definitely feeling it. You're feeling that need to let go of certain things. Five of Wands, it may not be the easiest thing. And if it's somebody that you're leaving, they're not necessarily going to let you go easily. There's definitely a bit of a tug of war, a little tussle going on over that. It's not heavy, horrible friction, but it is some tension that you may have to deal with. It also may be just taking a break in the action. Like if things have become especially tense in any situation in your life, you may say, I really need a break to get my bearings here to make a better decision. Going into the month of July, as we get closer to your own season, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We've got a lot of pentacles in this reading here, guys. And so to me, yet again, it's like you might be letting certain things go. And in a way, those are kind of the lulls in your energy. It's a little tough to deal with, but you keep rising regardless here, Leo. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who's really successful. They're feeling very happy in their chosen career. Whether they're single or couple doesn't really matter to them. They are very fulfilled within themselves. They don't need anybody's approval, anybody's outside help to succeed and to feel like they've really come a long way. Yeah, Page of Swords. You've got a lot of new ideas too about where you may want to take your business next, because the 9 isn't yet the 10. So there's still, more that you can do, and you may feel that. So you may be, collecting data, information. I wouldn't listen to anybody that may be a gossip, and whatever information you get, I would review it carefully. That's what I will say about the Page of Swords, because it can be a little bit immature sometimes, right? Going into the month of August, we have the Five of Swords. So again, I would be watchful of anybody that doesn't have your best interest at heart, people that are just playing games, wasting your time. maybe encouraging unwise choices or decisions, right? Many times these kind of Five of Swords people tend to be narcissistic. They tend to be self-serving. They don't mind stepping on others so that they can, get ahead, that kind of thing. If you notice anyone like that in your circle, I would steer clear, Leo. And look at that. They could definitely be someone in the workplace. The immediate thing that I felt when I pulled that card was there could be people that are jealous of you. That's exactly what I felt. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. Especially when it comes to this Eight of Pentacles coming out again, right? I feel like you're doing really well at whatever your chosen career or field is. Even if you're still just a student, Leo, right? It's like you're doing well at whatever it is that you have chosen to do with your time. And because of that, because you do shine bright, I always joke, when you shine bright, you attract a lot of bugs. You attract a lot of gnats. So just be careful of people that, are jealous of your work instead of celebrating it, and want to detract from it. I would steer clear of those kind of folks if you can. Going into the month of September, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Same with the Nine of Pentacles. This is a Virgo energy card. So this again is attending to details. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot of the four knights. But he is the most successful one because he does have the best chance of getting to his destination in one piece because he plans. He's, very practical. He lays out all the details of where he's going to go. As long as that doesn't turn into procrastination, it's a very, very excellent card because to me it says you're really planning well. You're looking ahead. You're making a good plan to get forward and you are doing it. You're implementing a very good plan for yourself. Six of Cups is sweet memories of the past. It tends to be nostalgia, sentimentality. It's very strong Cancerian energy. Some people say this is like a love coming back into your life. I don't find it to be so much that, as I find it to be more about, the inner child, sometimes childhood memories. You may be trying to integrate some of the things you really enjoyed about your own childhood into your life going forward. That's a very strong possibility. Or you may simply be remembering something that you remember very fondly. It's usually good memories, the Six of Cups. It's something very sweet. Going into the month of October, as we get into the last part of the year, we have the King of Swords. I think, again, this is the master strategist, the master planner, Aquarius energy, right? This is an innovator. This is somebody that tries to find practical solutions to their problems. Definitely you might feel a lot less emotional, right? In this month of October, you might be thinking things more logically, more analytically than usual. You could also be taking a break from, big socializing. You might be kind of stepping back a little bit. And yeah, there it is, because you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to make the best, most balanced decision. You do have a bit of Libra energy throughout this reading. I see it, in the Queen of Swords. We definitely see it in the Justice card. There's a sense of wanting to balance with that Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. And so this month of October, you could really be working through something. Take it as it resonates, as obviously these are general messages. But this, could be you maybe working through a legal divorce. This could be you, working through a legal marriage. This could be you if you happen to be a lawyer. That would be very specific. But, if you are a lawyer, this could be you like trying to very practically work through a case and make the best, fairest decision. You could be doing jury duty, right? And you could be trying to make a good decision. The reason I bring that up is because justice does deal with the law. It does deal with, court and legal systems, as well as just harmony, balance. And if you're overthinking this month, right, if you're thinking too much, this could be used trying to bring those thoughts into balance as well. Going into the month of October, we do have the Empress card, strong Taurus and Libra energy. She is another one of the Libra Taurus power cards. It's a really beautiful energy. It's very creative, very abundant. She is really like the combination of all the queens. So it's very much about bringing your ideas, your thoughts, your vision into manifest form here, Leo. Oh, and look at that, the Nine of Cups. So lots of cups going on. We've got 2 10s, 1 9. So this is like, I feel like you're really on a super creative and manifesting kind of path for this year here, Leo. I feel like you are very focused all the way through on manifesting your goals and dreams. Like you really know, it's like you're very, very conscientious or aware of what those dreams are, what those wishes are, and you really want to bring them into manifest form. In December, end of the year of 2024, we have the Six of Swords. So to me, this is you leaving behind drama, chaos, difficult times, heading towards a smoother experience. I do feel like there's a lot of that going on off and on through this year where you're leaving behind things that are just, you know, causing too much stress, causing too much drama. This could even be a year where you might struggle a little bit, you know, back and forth. I can see that too with like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Even with this Eight of Cups, you know, it's like you've got that Five of Wands. So it's kind of like, I want to go. I'd like to go, but maybe I'm kind of hesitating, or maybe there's some reason why I feel like I should hang in there a little longer. Five of Swords can be a classic should I stay or should I go card. You're really thinking some things over. But I think by the end of 2024, if you haven't let it go yet, you probably will. There's a real moving through, you know, some kind of decision. And there's a couple different months that I could see you possibly leaving something behind. Definitely in April. We have in June. You know, we have right here in August could be another month where you may leave something behind. And certainly at the end of the year in December. There's something that you're kind of like, it's time to let go, or it's time to move on to something better, calmer, more balanced, more soul satisfying. And look at that. Ooh, you know, there's a real feeling here in this reading, Leo, of leaving behind one thing based on trust that something better is coming, right? The Six of Swords, there is this sense of sacrifice, right? They've had to leave behind something, you know, something. They've had to sacrifice something. They've taken, you know, whatever they can fit in that boat, and that's all they've got, right? They've had to leave something behind to go to something better. And look at that. Ace of Pentacles is definitely a something better. That is, you know, the aces are the hand of spirit, presenting you with something. And to me, the Ace of Pentacles is a manifest gift of some kind. It's, you know, maybe a better job, better money, a better home, better something, but you have to sacrifice something to get to it, right? It doesn't just come out of nowhere. There is a sense of trust, right? That's like, if I let this go, I don't know what I might get, but it's like when you do, it gets so much better. On the bottom of the decks, we had the Justice again and the Nine of Pentacles again. So you are really strong with the Nine of Pentacles here this year. That's doubled up in your reading. So I would say you did not get the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like it's like you're doing really well, but you're still on the journey to that 10, right? Now you did have the 10 of Cups twice, and that does indicate a very strong emotional happiness and fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, right? So this is a great reading, Leo. You have some really wonderful cards. Overall, it feels very positive. I feel like the things that will be the most challenging is the itchiness, right? The restlessness. That's the thing that's going to be the strongest. There is going to be transformation. Very likely you'll be leaving some things behind, but I have a feeling like it's like you know that they're meant to go. You know, whatever you're leaving behind this year, like there's such a reward on the other side of it that you won't be sad for long if you are. Very, very nice year ahead. Let's get into some blessings, please, Spirit. Let's see what Leo's blessings of 2024 are looking like. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Oh, Leo. Oh my goodness. I feel that all through your reading. It's like you might be trying to avoid this confrontation. You might be trying to not have that fight, but you gotta have it. You gotta have that discussion. You've got to have, that argument. Whatever it is, you gotta clear the air. But you are blessed on that. Spirit is in your favor. Things are gonna turn out well if you just go ahead and confront whatever's bothering you. But then we have the blessing for solace and hope, right? Because I feel like no matter what goes down, you're going to have peace in your heart that you said and did the right thing for yourself. And look at that, a blessing on your love. So Leo, if you're letting go of one relationship or one situation, it's not going to have you down for long. For my single Leos, there could be big time love coming in. We have Venus at the start of your reading, the love, energy. And then we have a blessing on your love as our last card of the reading. So Leo, my personal blessings to you on 2024. I hope you have a wonderful year, and I'll be seeing you back here again soon. Take care.